Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly developer diary. So for this week, I'm gonna show the game that we ended up finishing. And this is the last game that I'm gonna be working with this group that I was assigned with for uni work. So I'll show you the game, and then I've also got the results for the last game jam on how we did in that one. So I'll show you this game first, and then I'll go through that. So the game's called Fast Food Takeaway Drift. I think I showed that last time, which was quite a funny name. It's got a little controls menu, but if I play the game, as you can see, it's very like vaporwave styled, like 80s vaporwave aesthetic. So basically the whole goal of the game is to deliver pizzas. Oh, I've got past it then. So you have to go to these red pizza markers and then deliver them to the green markers. Where is it? Down there. There we go. And you get bonus time for completing an order. So basically you have to try and complete as many orders before time runs out. There's a boost mechanic, which you've just seen me use. If I hold space, I'll boost. And as you can see, there's a lot of AI, like people walking around and a few cars. And if you ram into them too quickly, you'll actually like kill them, and you'll get a time penalty for doing so. So basically, you have to like evade hitting anyone. So here, I might see if I can hit one of these. As you can see, there's a little blood splatter particle effect, and I lost 10 seconds for that. As you can see down here, it shows like a little message whenever you pick up or deliver an order, saying like, oh, you know, good job on delivering that last order, or like, here's a new one. Ooh. So yeah, this is the game basically. Because as I think I mentioned last week, the theme was delivery, which pizza delivery explains itself. But yeah, the whole goal of the game is just try and deliver as many as possible. Oh, no. I can get in there. There we go. Oh, come on. And as you can see, there's an arrow on the player telling them which direction they need to go, so the player never gets like lost or anything. Oops. Where is it? There it is. Might be able to get like 7. Oh no, I just hit. Oh no. As you can see, I hit the cars going too fast, and you get a time penalty for that. And then, as you can see, there's a high score that shows like what your highest score is, even when you like last played the game, which is pretty cool. So my highest score on this version of it is delivering 8. So yeah, that's the game basically. As you can see, a lot of the music as well is like very synth-wavy. Really fits the aesthetic of like the whole 80s vaporwave synthetic art style. Or like how the title screen, how like instead of having a vaporwave like sunset, it's like a pizza, which is a nice little aesthetic thing. But yeah, that's the game basically. So as far as my contributions go, I did all the I did all the art on this, so all the all the art except for the like UI art. The person handling the UI did that. I did all the like pixel art you see in the games, you know, all these buildings, just the whole city, and all the cars and NPCs and whatnot. As well as I was the design lead as well as doing the art. So I did a lot of like organising, telling people, you know, what I want them to do on that specific day, and just making a lot of like creative decisions. Like it was my idea to come up with to make it a more like 80s vaporwave aesthetic, just because I thought it'd be a bit more unique and eye-catching than just like a grey cityscape. I think that turned out quite well. Oh no, hit a garden, that's not good. So all in all, I'm quite happy with how this game came out. I feel like this and Prism are definitely our two best games we've made as a group. I feel like Evolve came out good, but I feel like Prism and this one have both came out really good. Oh, hit a garden. Like, I feel like this one builds upon Prism in the way that I feel like this is a more complex game. Having, you know, all these... Oh, hit another one then. I'm not going to get a good score this time, but I feel like this is a more complex game. Having a more advanced controller, being like just a car that has to like be able to drift and boost and whatnot, rather than just move in any direction. Or how this game has, you know, a big set map, so there's a lot more art involved in this game, as well as all the like the AI and pathing. So I feel like this was a bigger scope project than Prism, and I feel like we still managed to accomplish it quite well, which I'm quite happy about. So I feel like this stars a lot of the polish that Prism had, in the way that, like, you know, if I hit a building here, I get some screen shake, or how there's like, you know, boost when you boost, your engine sound effect goes to a higher pitch, or how there's an exhaust particle effect. Just little things like that that I feel like have really just made the game come together, and I'm really happy with it. So that's the game. As for, I will also show how Prism did last, well, it's a couple weeks ago now. Last week the results came out, and it won, which I was very pleased with. We actually won our first game jam, which was really cool to see. And if I go back here, you can see that we got first in theme, audio, visuals, polish, and overall and engagement, which I was really happy with, and second in creativity and third in design. So I was proper chuffed about that. So all in all, very happy with that, and just got some people making some nice comments about the game. Other than that, someone actually featured the game in like a like top 5 itch games of the week. They put our game in there at number 2, which I was also really happy about. So yeah, I'm very pleased with how Prism came out when we first finished it, and I'm very pleased with the reception of it. So I think that's everything Prism related. Proper chuffed about that. So I feel like it really shows progression from when our first game, Garden Rush, was really, really bad. And our second game, Evolve, was good. I thought it was okay, maybe good, but it wasn't polished. And I feel like this was a really big stepping stone for our group, especially. And I'm just really happy with how it came out. And then we've now finished Fast Food Takeaway Drift, which I feel like is also built upon the level of like polish that we established with Prism. So I feel like that this game has also turned out really well. So other than that, I'll put a link in the like description or in a comment to the itch page for Fast Food Takeaway Drift if any of you watching this want to play it or give it a go. But other than that, that is the end of us, well, of me working in this uni group of, well, 5 people to enter game jams. So for in the future, I'm planning to take this week coming up off from just game development, just because after doing this many game jams in a row, I want a week to just avoid burnout and just chill. And also I still have some assessment stuff where I have to like reflect on how the game jams went and got some technical document things I need to do. So I'm not gonna have any. I'm not gonna be working on any games for this next week. But in next week's dev diary, I'll tell you the results for how Fast Food Takeaway Drift did in its game jam, as well as I might have started working on another project by then, although I'm not certain. As for upcoming developer diaries, I'm definitely looking forward to either going back to my possession platformer idea and the Orbit game I showed you that I did for a game a week, the Planet one with the basketball. I'm looking forward to revisiting or working upon those two projects specifically again, because I feel like those are two projects that I'm quite interested in. So other than that, yeah, I'm gonna be working on either one of those two projects in starting in like a week. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna start working on first yet, because on one hand I feel like Orbit I could make a game out of it quicker. I could make like a finished product out of that game quicker because I already have the main mechanics made, and it's a much lesser scope project. Whereas I believe the Possession game, I right now I'm just calling it like Soulbound, I feel like that's a much bigger scope project. However, I feel like it is more creative. So I think I might work on Orbit first, just to get that done I could probably get that done in another couple weeks. Obviously, I want to make sure it's polished and whatnot, though. But other than that, yeah, I'm looking forward to just working on my own games again. And yeah, I think that's everything. So, thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you all next week to tell you how Fast Food Takeaway Drift did in the game jam. Alright, peace.